Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Farm Round. Consider subscribing if you are new to this channel and tap on that notification bell to get notified on each and every new video we upload.
Yeah, we can start.
Okay, once more, my name is Edoku Abraham. You're welcome to Great Aviv Smart Farm Academy. This is our mixing ground where we mix our feeds for the ducks. So there are precautions what we do before we start mixing food. We make sure that our house is cleaned, the ventilation is okay as you are seeing for air circulation. So we have three types of food we normally mix here. For the layers, the grower ducks and the brooder ducks. But we mix them separately, depending on the ingredients what we need to give the grower ducks, the layers, and the brooder ducks. So as you are seeing here, we have a variety of ingredients which makes up our mixing complete food. We have maize bran, we have broken maize, we have rice polish, we use soya, we use DPC, we use acidomix, we use sunflower, we use cotton. All make up our feeds to be complete. So it depends on the ratios depend on the tons we mix. If we are mixing 2 tons, for example, for the layers, we use broken 300 kilos. We use bran 600 kilos. We use cotton 80 kilos. We use sunflower 72. Then fish, we normally use 80. That is specifically for the layer ducks. Then to boost up their production in terms of laying eggs, we use layer concentrate, that is jubilee, for the case of only the layer ducks and breeders premix, which will help us in egg collection of more eggs. Then when we go to the section of the brooder, because those ones are still tender, still we use those things as I have mentioned, but in a reduced quantity, depending on the size, or depending on the tonnage we normally do. As you're seeing these boys doing this for Sarah mixing, they normally, after putting all the ingredients here, we do this 6 times for Sarah mixing to be completed. Now as they are doing like that, they will have to turn, take it back the other side, coming back for the 6th time. That's when feeds will be ready, that we have completed everything mixing. So for the aeration, as I told you, normally we pack them aside. We don't pack them in the bags, because maybe in the milling machine they may bring bran when it's still moist. So in that process, if you pack in the bag, it will get compacted. So we leave it purposely outside for better aeration. Then here we normally take to our ducks depending on the houses and the numbers. That's how we give them. Like if there are many, we calculate how many kilos are they eating a day. That's why we have all these gadgets here, measuring our food in the morning. Our people has to measure before they give. Afternoon, they also give just like that. Yes.
It's different.
Okay. Actually, the slight difference, it is just about 2 or 1 thing. For the growers, for the layers, what makes it different with others, we use jubilee concentrate and the breeders premix, but the rest of the ingredients remains as it is. Then when you go to the brooder, what makes it different after using all the ingredients is the wheat pollard. We only add the wheat pollard and the bone meal. That's what it makes, because in the layers we don't use wheat pollard, we don't use bone meal. But for the growers, we use bone meal and the rice pollard. That is the only different, and the quantities, as I told you, the quantities which makes up either 1 ton or 2 ton. That is what makes it different. But in common, we use the same ingredients as I told you earlier.
So,
we normally do the mixing after a week or 9 days, in between there. But specifically after a week we do mixing. After a week we do mixing, because we may opt that we want to mix like 5 tons, but for thorough mixing we may not achieve that. That's why we mix specifically like 2 tons below, such that it will enable us to mix them thorough. For the layers we mix 2 tons. For the brooder we mix 1 ton. Then for the growers also we mix 2 tons.
every week?
Every week. Normally here, as we see, sometimes others are taken, but in general we have 7 of them. Actually, just like any society, there are challenges and there are outcomes of the challenges. Especially tiredness of the workers. That one, I have to admit, it is there. But with the sometimes we hire maybe hired labor to help them to back up in case we are tied with the food mixing. There are other activities also. We hire foreign labor to help us. That one is there. That is a very good question. That's why we have this spacious place. Then again, the other side of the Kasasira, that side, we still have space there. When we bring maize, which has not dried very well, we put it, we spread all over the house for maybe some 2 or 3 days for it to dry very well before we use it here. Because now if you bring it and use the chemicals we use, actually the food ingredients, like as I told you, acidomics, DCP, toxic binders, they are concentrated mix, ingredients. So when you use, when the maize is moist, it will definitely backfire and cause side effects to our ducks. So we make sure that everything we use, it's at a right percentage. That one, it's by just eyesight normally, but majorly in mixing, they mix when we are also here, all of us. It's us, that is our mandate to come and measure for them exactly that this needs this needs this. But of course they have taken time now, they also know. But of course as human beings, someone has to be there for something to happen in a right way. Maybe this one is part of the challenge I'm getting sometimes, is issues of food maybe coming late when the boys are tired. They tend to, but that one is also manageable between us, the workers themselves.
Thank you for watching Farm Round. Those who have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to the channel so that we keep moving.